On today's installment of Big Al's Garage, Corvair fuel pump. How y'all doing? I'm Big Al. Welcome to the garage. As you saw in our last video, we got the Corvair head replacement completed. We replaced the pushrod tube seals on all cylinders, which dramatically reduced the amount of oil leakage. But we found another problem. The engine is not getting fuel. It'll run as long as we put gas in the carburetor bowls, but once the gas in the bowls runs out, the motor dies. So we need to diagnose that. We are going to take a look at the fuel pump. I have another one on the shelf that we're going to replace it with, and hopefully that solves the problem. If not, we'll have to do some further digging. Let's get to it. Here we have the fuel pump. First thing I'm going to do is crack the main fuel line and just see if there's any gas in it. For this, you are going to need a 1/2-inch flared or tubing wrench and our regular 9/16. The 9/16 goes here. Thing is getting so rounded off. Our flare goes here. Hold on that thought. Okay, so to go counterclockwise is that way. That way is clockwise. But you want to arrange these wrenches, if possible, which may not be possible, in a way that you can push them against each other. There. We'll see if gasoline spills out of here. That will tell me everything. Tell me real quick if the fuel pump is doing its job. I'm still. Wait. Now. Bone dry. This fuel pump is not doing its job. So, we got to take it out, and we will need this brass fitting on the replacement pump. The oil filler cap has to come off just so you have room to get it out. Best way to get a fuel pump out is with a ratcheting wrench. I believe it is 9/16. Done this a couple hundred times. It is a 1/2. It's one of those things, 50-50 shot, you get it wrong every time. Like putting in a USB. This is going to be a pain to do with the belts in place. Now these fuel pumps are driven by a cam that moves a push rod that pumps a membrane. And they are prone to failure, so you have to check your oil, make sure it doesn't smell gassy. I've already done that. It does not have a gassy smell to it, because I don't think any fuel is even getting to it. All right. Now, of course, you've got to make sure that this... Now it's got gas in it. Unbelievable. The pump had some gas in it, but not the line. It's not doing enough. That's the problem. So this fitting's got to come off. That can be done off camera. And we'll swap in the new pump. Okay. Fuel pump is changed. I'm going to try cranking the motor and just see what happens. Let's hope it starts and runs. My phone doesn't fall into it. probably going to have to fill the carburetor bowls up again. So this is how you prime a carburetor. There's a little hole here in the edge. You take your syringe and in you go with the gasoline. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I've primed the carbs, about half a cup of fuel. Let's see what happens.